Welcome to our very first Jacksonville Jaguars mock draft. And yes, Liam Coen is going to be a stud head coach. I truthfully believe that. I think that he is just what the Jaguars needed to really get this thing going from the running game to the absolute bottom of it. I love Liam Coen. As a Raiders fan, I wish they would have hired him, but it is what it is. And we'll see what the Jaguars do from a general manager standpoint as well. But we're here to talk about what they're going to do from a draft profile perspective. So let's go do it and talk about our very first Jacksonville Jaguars mock draft. It's our 1.0, meaning no trades. Just see how the board falls, and we'll go from there. So bringing you into our 7-round mock draft simulator here according to PFF. So 7 rounds, high speed, low drag. Public versus PFF, we like to go more towards the PFF side of things. Care for positional value as well and drafting for needs is both a little bit high. We like to do a little bit of randomness as well because, hey, it's a draft. Weird things happen all the time. So the Jaguars here at 5. Let's jump into it. So Jaguars got a bunch of needs. Hate to break it to you. Corner. They've got them listed as center, guard, defensive lineman, and corner. So, yeah, this is going to be interesting. Let's put it that way. So, right at the top here. So, hear me out. I understand that T-Mac is just sitting there, and I know we have Edwards is already a stud. I'm not debating that. But can you imagine T-Mac falling to the Jaguars? Oh, this is tough. It's really tough for me just to let this one go. Mason Graham is still there too. This is tough. 36. Who's going to be the interior edge, the defensive tackles there at 36? Grant's going to be gone. I mean, Nolan's going to be there. Alfred Collins, I love it. I love me some Alfred Collins. Honestly, Deion Walker as well as so. I think Deion Walker is going to be your target, him or Alfred Collins. I really like Mason Graham, don't get me wrong, but it's really hard for you to go wrong at this point between Mason Graham as well as Will Johnson, There's really no centers that I want to take at this one either. So it's really between Mason Graham and Will Johnson. Let's just get them both, I wish. And get T-Mac. That would be fantastic. But Jaguars, I'm going to go Will Johnson. I'm just going to go Will Johnson. It is what it is. Leave it there. All right, Colton, calm down. Okay, so Walter Nolan here. Oh, Walter Nolan's an absolute stud. 6 sacks this last year for Ole Miss. BPA. Siobhan Ravel is there, which, do we want to double down? Probably not. The Jaguars, a defensive tackle. I understand that they need a guy. I completely understand all of that, but we also need to kind of rebuild this offense a little bit, and I think that you're going to be able to get a quality defensive tackle and / offensive lineman here. Let's see, interior offensive lineman. Booker's going to be there at 70, I bet you, as well as Rutledge is going to be there a little bit later. My target for them is Jake Majors. I love me some Jake Majors. Jared Wilson is there as well, and he's an absolute stud coming up out of Georgia. He's got a good anchor, Connor Colby. I want somebody with a little bit more meat left on their bones. Jonah Savi-Inaya is that guy as well. So this particular spot, I think you got to go BPA here. And I think you got to go Eric Ayumaner. Oh, maybe. Shoot. Wyatt Millam's a lot of fun, too. Bringing him back in would be a lot of fun. He's a stud. He did not allow a single sack in 3 years at West Virginia. He's a stud. Oh, man. Could you kick him over to the right side? Probably. All right, I'm going to go Gray Zabel's there too. Gray Zabel is not going to play tackle. I'm sorry. He's going to play guard in the NFL. He's going to put on 10, 15 pounds, and he's going to be a perfect guard. I understand he's 6'6", but Gray Zabel, for whatever you want him to play. Oh, this is so tough, though, because I want wide receiver. I really want to help out. I just want to see what we got for a trade aspect. Your wide receivers... Brian Thomas, Gamp, Christian Kirk. I mean, the wide receivers aren't bad, but Brian Thomas Jr. is a stud. Anyway, let's see here. So I just gotta make a decision. BPA, I think, is Alec Ayumaner, excuse me. I think you got to go BPA. I'm sorry. I know. Castro's there. Zy Alexander. Ooh, Deion Walker's there, like we talked about. Tackle/guard. Who's there at guard? Booker went right before the... Of course he did. Mabo's there. What about guard? What do I got at guard? Rutledge is there. He'll be there at 88. So we got corner taken care of. I think we go Deion Walker here because he's just going to be a mauler. And then we go Rutledge. There he is. Rutledge is there coming up out of Georgia. So, love it. D-line, corner, all that taken care of. And Wilson's there. Beautiful. Hey, we got guard, center. Things are looking up. Things are looking really, really good here. Let's see. Jarquez Hunter. Hunter's a lot of fun, though. Hunter is a lot of fun. Luke Candra's also there. BPA. We are a team BPA. Riley Leonard, I'm sorry, not happening. Even though, not bad. We've seen worse. Mason Taylor's there. Who I forgot who the Jaguars have at tight end. Evan Ingram, he's not bad. Brenton Strange. I've always liked me some Luke Farrell. Just saying, Brenton Strange isn't bad either. I know you don't need him, but Mason Taylor is a lot of fun. Also running back, Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby. I don't think you need running back. I think you're fine. So I'm going to go Taylor here. I really like me some Taylor. Maybe. Do we double down on... We're going to double down on offensive lineman. We just want to help out Trevor Lawrence. We really do. Ooh, Trevor Etienne is there. Oh, that's nasty. Do you hear me out? Do you bring in Trevor with Travis? Or are they going to get in too many sibling rivalries? Probably. I'm doubling down with Tyler Cooper here at guard. But it's tempting. I don't care. It has turned into one of those things where we are just going O-line heavy. I do not care. I absolutely do not care. Elijah Clark. Ooh, Darius Alexander. Honestly, Darius Alexander, a smaller school guy, but I really like me some Darius. He is a quick penetrator. He's going to get you sacks. He's going to get you penetration, and he's going to disrupt. I think that's exactly what you bring him in to do. And then finally, Seth Hennigan. I'm going to go Hennigan here because I really feel like I understand that the Jaguars already have a quarterback. I understand all of that, and I love me some Trevor Lawrence, but I think you need to make sure that you go out and getting at least a little bit of an insurance policy, at least maybe a little bit of help. So at the top here, they gave us a B+. I know we went heavy on the offensive lineman. I don't care. I do not care. So Will Johnson, get him there at 5. I think that is a tremendous fit for you. An absolute shutdown corner stud. Fantastic. Alec Eumaner coming up. Him and Thomas Jr. are going to just absolutely destroy it for years on years. Deion Walker, the defensive tackle. I mean, the dude's a mountain. Good luck moving him. Tate Rutledge, as well as Jared Wilson here, going to start for you. In the long term, you are really bolstering that offensive line because that's what we've seen or saw needs to be taken care of for the Jaguars. There, Mason Taylor, where I understand that you've got some guys that are stud, Luke Farrell and company and all that, but I do like Mason Taylor a lot. Tyler Cooper falls to you here in the 5th round. That's just too good to pass up. I'm sorry. I just got to be real. Darius Alexander, where Deion Walker is going to be the guy that takes up double teams. Alexander's going to go get you double-digit sacks. That's exactly what's going to happen. And then finally, Seth Hennigan coming up out of Memphis. I understand Trevor Lawrence is the guy, but I do not care. It is good to have an insurance policy or at least a little bit of help. But that is it. That is our very first Jacksonville Jaguars mock draft 1.0. No trades, just seeing how the board falls. Let us know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below, and we'll see you on the next video.